Hey guys, this is Liliana. For those who are new here, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful edible lace, perfect to cover all your cakes, especially the wedding cakes. If you guys want to see how I made this, well, keep on watching. So first, in a medium-sized bowl, I'm going to pour half a cup of boiling water with 1 tablespoon of Tylose powder. You're going to mix, 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 and you're going to see it's going to become very lumpy, but don't worry about it. Just continue mixing until the lumps becomes a little bit smaller lumps. So just continue mixing until you get smaller lumps and everything is incorporated, but you won't be able to make everything nice and smooth. But don't worry about this step. Just continue mixing for a few minutes. And then you can go ahead and add 1 tablespoon of confectioned sugar or powdered sugar, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, a 1/4 teaspoon of meringue powder, and a teaspoon of clear corn syrup. So at this point, you're just going to mix, mix, mix until it becomes like a paste. So you will see that the lumps will almost all disappear. If you have a little bit of lumps, don't worry about it. It's okay. It won't affect your spreading on the silicone mat. So continue mixing until you get a nice paste. So at this point, once you have your paste, you can add your food coloring. You can add gel, you can add liquid or even powder. This recipe really works well with either or. And I'm using white right now because it's for a wedding cake, so I wanted everything to be nice and crisp. And then I'm just going to spread it onto my silicone mold. So the silicone mold that I'm using will be linked in my description box down below. There's also other variation styles of these beautiful lace molds you can use. So you're just gonna give it a nice spread using your spatula, making sure that all the creases are filled in very nicely. And then you're going to bake it at 170 Fahrenheit for 10 minutes. Once your 10 minutes is up, you can go ahead and spread a second layer onto your silicone mold. What this does is just makes your lace more thicker and it's easier to unmold actually. So I prefer to do always 2 coats. And like that, you're really sure that all the creases are filled in. So basically at this point, you can either bake it for another 10 minutes at 170 Fahrenheit, or you can leave it overnight, making sure that it's just gonna air dry on its own. I prefer personally to only bake it once and then dry it overnight. I find it that the lace is nicer and it's easier to unmold, because if you do bake it too long, you will notice that it will dry up, and then your lace, once you're gonna unmold it, it's gonna crack and break. So if I were you, my recipe does say to bake it twice, but this is more for the people that are in the rush. Like you need the cake to be put together very quickly. This is a recipe to follow. But if you have the time, I would just go with baking 10 minutes at 170 Fahrenheit and then just leave it overnight. And once you unmold it, at this point, you have to be really patient, especially depending on the molds that you're using. Like the one that I'm using right now, it's very intricate. There's a lot of details. There's a lot of small pieces. You don't want your piece to obviously tear, so you have to be very patient to just pull away from the mold very gently. I forgot to mention that you'll know when to unmold the lace once at the touch, everything is dry. Especially touch the middle because you'll see the middle part, that's where it takes the longest to dry up. Don't only touch the sides of the corners because the sides or the corners, that's what obviously dries up the fastest. So once the middle is completely dry, then you can go ahead and unmold the whole entire thing. By the way, the full recipe, the link will be in my description box down below, and it will bring you to my blog, and you'll have other recipes out there that you can go ahead and check that out too. Once you're done removing it, you're gonna see this beautiful product. As you can see right here, it's so malleable. You can cut it, you can actually spray paint it, it folds, it glues perfectly to your cake also with just a little bit of water, and then it will glue right to your cake. It works well on buttercream, Swiss meringue, um, ganache. It works well on fondant. And then at this point, either you use it right away. If you're not using it right away, just keep it in an airtight Ziploc bag or even a saran wrap like I'm doing right here. And then you can do your second piece if you'd like to or not. So here I'm doing my second piece, which is really easy to do. I really hope you guys enjoy it. This recipe is my go-to. I love this recipe. Super easy to use. I've been using this recipe for years and years and years. I have no clue. I don't remember who created this recipe or where I got it from. I do not remember because I've been using it for years and years and years. And we all know that edible lace is so expensive to buy. So if you can make it your own, then why not? So here it is right here. It's just so beautiful. All the details are there. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell button so you get notified of all the videos that I put up. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.